I think the biggest takeaway for India would be like winning two matches when they had to win. So here I'm talking about it was like being in a knockout game. The king is back. You can say that great mindset. He's fielding like a panther on the field and he's batting brilliantly. He's not a bowler who's going bang, bang, bang at the same speed. Now he seems to be a bowler who is using his pace very intelligently. So then I think there are two big advantages of playing South Africa now,
Yeah,
is before the World Cup. One obviously is that they are in the same group as ours. So
correct.
you're getting to play them twice or thrice. I think it's time for a new result in India versus South Africa series is played in India. So that is my prediction.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, it is bubbling up nicely for the T20 World Cup, and India are now what? 3 games away, potentially five with those two warm-ups heading into the South Africa series. And there's lots to chat about in this talk with a man that we've, of course, loved on the cricket.com platform. I'm talking about Sridhar, who joins us right now from Hyderabad. First and foremost, Sri, a lot has happened since the last time we interacted. You did a TEDx at Hyderabad. The Sharjah Warriors made you their director of cricket. You got a nice selfie with Ravi Shastri and saw India win at Hyderabad. Tell me more, Sri. How are we?
Very, very fine. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of lot has been happening. I think the last time we did a talk, maybe I was in the UK as well, with regards to work with Sharjah Warriors and yeah, I mean, lots happening, and it's all been very interesting. And I'm really excited to be back as part of this show.
Absolutely. It's always good to have you back. Now, first and foremost, let's get the Australia series review out of the way. 2-1. Rohit, of course, getting another bilateral T20 international series under his belt. And India had to come from behind. And many would say it was a mouth-watering series, gripping, compelling, use whatever adjective you like. Now, what I want to ask you the most here is the biggest takeaway from this India's 2-1 series win heading into South Africa next, of course.
I think the biggest takeaway for India would be like winning two matches when they had to win. So here I'm talking about it was like being in a knockout game. So you had to win a game to be alive in the series, and then we had to win a game to win the series. So to me, what they would have spoken in that dressing room is about taking it as a knockout game. So if you are playing against the world champion team before a World Cup, this is exactly the situation you want to be in. You have to beat them to move on to the next stage of the tournament. So those two games in which India won must have given India a lot of confidence. And of course, some of the performances like Virat Kohli and Akshay Patel and Surya Kumar Yadav, Rohit Sharma would have given India a lot as well.
Yeah, understandably so. And sometimes, you can't practice those pressure games, but India have got it as a blessing in disguise, like you rightly mentioned. So hopefully onwards and upwards. And South Africa next, which we'll touch upon in just a bit. But you mentioned a couple of players there, Virat Kohli and Akshay Patel in particular. I want to start with Virat Kohli, right? Because we haven't spoken since the Asia Cup proper. What has impressed you the most about this 2.0, if I may add? And from there on, he's just been marvelous to watch.
I mean, it's just that he's in a better space now, and like he admitted himself that he was probably in the wrong space, and now he's got his mind in the right space. The break has done him wonders.
Yeah.
Spending time with his family has done him wonders, and we saw what he could do right in the first game against Pakistan in the Asia Cup. We even spoke about that, and after seeing him bat uh, from the ringside, yeah, at Hyderabad, which is one of his favorite hunting grounds, if I may say so. He loves batting on this pitch, and seeing him bat, it is well and truly the king is back. You can say that great mindset. He's fielding like a panther on the field, and he's batting brilliantly. So and he's in great space mentally. So all in all, it augurs extremely well for Indian cricket going into the World Cup.
Yeah, it does all go well. And for me personally, as well as a Virat Kohli fan, I've been waiting for that moment. That 122 was, of course, silencing all his critics out there, and rightly so. Now, let's just talk about Akshay Patel before we move on to South Africa and address what's next. Akshay Patel has been, I know, that perfect person to replace Ravindra Jadeja, given the fact that he's out. But how well has he taken this opportunity, and how well was his performance against Australia, Shri?
Actually, a lot of credit has to be given to his mental side. I mean,
Yeah.
he's been part of the Indian squad right from 2014. Obviously, he's been on and off. He's been a player who played when Jadeja was not playing. So that was his role right through, except now that he's a fixed, permanent third spinner for us in Test match cricket. Again, he got that opportunity against England because Jadeja was injured. So now he's replaced Jadeja. He's going to be in the thick of the action, batting at number 7 and bowling crucial overs for India in the next 6 months. So that I think the team management has given him a very clear understanding, and he's in a good space in terms of knowing the fact that he will play every game. A lot of credit goes to the team management and Rohit Sharma, Rahul Dravid, and the entire team. Two, he's also bowling a touch slower. He's a little smarter bowler now. He's not a bowler who's going bang, bang, bang at the same speed. Now he seems to be a bowler who is using his pace very intelligently as per the batter, as per the game condition, and is adapting better to the pitches that are being doled out. So, all in all, if you see maturity at a mental stage, knowing for a fact that he's going to play every game, and ability to adapt to the conditions which come with experience, is what making him the potent force that he is today. I mean, 8 for 60 in 10 overs is magnificent.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, rightfully man of the series, some would say as well. I think most would say, and we would dispute that here at cricket.com. Speaking of which, download the app right now, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, because it is something sensational, a one-stop destination for all you cricket fans out there. And there's plenty of Sridhar content arriving soon and already there.